My point was that when we have given a script and the script has certain scenes which are approved by you beforehand when I'm signing you, so why should we deprive the script? Why do we start suspecting that these scenes are going to be bad for the film? The artist should abide by the script, by the agreement, by the dates, by the director's vision. But here there was a lot of interference. I could not do a couple of scenes which were intimate scenes, but they were going to be done very decently because all my scenes are pretty decent. I have not gone over the board. I also know that what audience wants, because the script of the film is such that it does not allow you to go cheap or vulgar. We have to be in our own decent boundaries. But we could not do that because there was a lot of argument. Danielle said no, she had agreed. She said yes, we had also gone ahead and done the styling for that scene, but I got a mail. He said, sorry, we cannot do any intimate scene, the bedroom scene. You please convert it into a living room or into a kitchen. And finally, I also felt that there's no sense arguing, so I said we won't do this scene. But then later on, during the rushes, when they saw the rush print, they wanted to again delete a couple of scenes, and they had some suggestions and some interferences, which was really going, over the board. It was really cracking my nerves. So I said, finally, please don't interfere. Let me finish, package the film, because my money is involved. It's been 3 years now. I've paid you money and I've been just waiting. I completed the film. I had the guts because there was no buyer after Mufti and One Night Stand. We could not get any buyer. So I had to release it myself, and I'm out because my investments were there. It was not a public limited company or a corporate house that could wait with so much of investment and not bother about the wastage being done. There's interest involved, there's money involved, there's a lot of stakes. So finally I said, I'm not going to listen to anybody, I'm going to complete, get the film censored and release it myself because there was no buyer. To a great extent, I think this is unprofessionalism. If you have committed a film, you have to come for you have to do the scenes that are committed in the script, you have to come for the promotion, you have to abide by the film, you have to stick to the film, you have to be like a family, you have to come for the workshop. There was no workshop. She used to shoot, go to America, she used to holiday, then suddenly she used to come. We were always on our toes. We did not do any holiday. We were always working, right from the day I signed her. I signed her in early 2014 and I got my dates after 1 year. Imagine, there was such a long wait. Then when I got dates, it was limited dates. Even during the shoot, she had to go for some event or some show or something. I used to even sacrifice there. Okay, fine, no problems. When I managed so much, then they should have also been with me. You can't just come and say, okay, come on, shoot, finish. That's the only date we have. So it was a very mad way of doing it. I was always worried. I've got dates, so let's finish it. So you can't really improvise. This is like you have to take the dates and do it anyhow and finish it. So finally I decided it's going to take a long time otherwise if I keep arguing for my scenes and if I keep stretching. It's better to finish it and release it. So that's what I did, and I think it was the wise thing to come out, because releasing is very important. You can't keep the film in your cans. In terms and all also one can take. See, a filmmaker is the biggest fan of a star. I'm the biggest fan of Sunny Leone, that's why I took her. And that's why I designed such a beautiful role and I worked so hard for her. And if you see the film, you'll see she's come out brilliant as a winner. A filmmaker is the biggest fan of a star, but in the process, you realize that you're just being taken for granted if you are not listened to. So I don't want to call it a tantrum or anything. I just want to say that the lack of interest should not be there. Because I wanted to, it's my money involved. How can I do? I wanted to release the film. People were asking me why she's not promoting, why this, why that. I said, there's no sense talking. Now when so many people asked me, I started answering. Even a lot of other press guys called me. I said, yeah, what should I say now? If she's not promoting, in our days, stars used to not promote so much. I've been a senior film trade journalist and publicist. I've done films like Maine Pyar Kiya, Devanand's films, Bappi Soni's films. So in those days, there was no such big promotion. But now, since in the wake of all this, people start asking you, you feel embarrassed. So it's my duty to at least reply that, I was open. I was inviting her for promotions. But I can't tolerate interference. I can't tolerate somebody bossing around, dictating me. I'm not that type of producer who's a yes man. And I said, it's killing my conscience if I'm going to keep bending like this. I said, finally, sorry. I'm not going to listen to anybody. I'm going to package it and release it. And that's what I did, because there was no sense. Now I'm not even taking any action. I'm just trying to clarify that this is not fair. A producer puts in so much of money. See, I'm not a corporate producer. I'm an individual producer. I've earned money from my events business. I've put my hard-earned money and I'm paying you so much. So you should also be professional in your reciprocation towards the film. Because it's a commercial film, we need certain scenes which are being done by me very aesthetically. You should abide by it because that's what her audience wants in the single screens. Today, all distributors are asking me, Ki why Sunny Leone is like Shabana Azmi? Why have you made an art film? If you have made an art film, then why did you pay the fees of a commercial film? I have no answer because audiences in the interiors in the single screens want to see Sunny Leone as Sunny Leone of Ragini MMS. But here we could not get that element.
और अधिक जानकारी के लिए लॉग इन करें YouTube/Biscuit TV।